So it's been a pretty interesting last few days, especially for us Souls fans, you know. Demon Souls got a new trailer, got some solid gameplay. You know, the new RTX cards went on sale, which, well, I was asleep and they sold out in like 2 minutes, so I wasn't able to get one. The new Xbox is going on sale, and I say new Xbox because I hate saying the actual name. But there's a lot, and I'm going to talk about it today. But first, I do want to start off with, you know, a little bit of information that maybe you guys didn't catch up on, or maybe you didn't see initially if you're not on Twitter and stuff, or didn't even watch the PlayStation 5 event. And hell, even if you did, this is still some info that even I barely just realized. So this is specifically pertaining to Demon Souls. Of course, there is a lot of info on the Demon Souls page for PlayStation. So like I had speculated before, Demon Souls is actually going to be a day one release. Like I said, man, they had talked about how this is going to be a launch title with the PlayStation 5. So the official release date for it is November 12th. That is when people will be getting their PlayStation 5s. Luckily, I was able to get a freaking pre-order. If you guys were there for the end of my stream when I was playing Among Us with everybody, you know, like Chase and Lost and a bunch of other dudes, towards the end of that stream, it was just everybody, alright, we're all barely concentrating on the game, trying to get a PS5, because it was pretty much sold out everywhere. About an hour after that stream, Amazon went on sale, and luckily, like, I had seen the tweet from some dude called Wario. I'm sure if you like deals and stuff like that, you probably do follow him on Twitter. The tweet was like 3 minutes old. Instantly clicked the link, was able to buy a digital version, a regular version, digital version being for my brother. And then a minute later, it was completely sold out, no more pre-orders, and I was lucky enough to get one for myself and one for my brother, which is great. Because damn it, if I'm not going to play Demon Souls day one for you guys and stream it. So I'm freaking pumped up to play this game for the first time ever. So $70 will be the new price of pretty much all the games going forward, I think, which is interesting. You know, it's not a huge price jump, but I do remember a time being younger, not really having enough money to buy every game that I want, and like scrounging to get $60 together, hoping here and there that maybe my mom would lend me $20, or even if she did buy me a game, it would be like, you know, 1, maybe 2 games a year, because we are freaking poor and we didn't have any money to really buy games. So now you add $10 to that price. It's a little bit hefty. It is, but it is a new jump, and the prices for games haven't jumped up in years. You know, that's why they have different versions of games that are like $70, and they have collectible editions that are like $100. I'm kind of okay with the price jump, to be honest. If it was like $80, it'd be a little bit intense, but like a $10 jump isn't too insane. Along with the game and like actually buying it, there is a pre-order bonus, which I think is a new weapon. At least that is what people were telling me. I'm not sure if this is going to be a weapon that was already in the game, which is a little bit weird. I did not expect to see a pre-order bonus weapon on Demon Souls. Like if it's COD, you know? And don't get me wrong, I fucking love that they did that because I love having extra things, but this is the Reaper Scythe weapon. The description says, once wielded by sorcerers who commanded the spirits of the dead, a pole weapon with a curved blade on one end that is so sharp that they say it can sever your soul from your body. The Reaper Scythe can mow down many targets at a single blow, but is difficult to handle and requires both strength and dexterity. Yeah, so let me know in the comment section if that is actually a weapon in the game, or if that is a just straight up new weapon that they added, because that's pretty freaking awesome. So here is the most interesting part. Right here, all the way at the bottom of the PlayStation Store page. Let me go ahead and read this for you. Face the world's greatest warriors. Face the world's greatest warriors in ferocious PvP combat with online invasions, adding to the danger of your quest, or cooperatively by summoning allies to your aid in your fight against the demons. Active PS Plus subscription required for online multiplayer. You know, it's kind of like thrown in at the end. Obviously, you're going to need PlayStation. So there it is. Pretty much confirming that this game will have invasions and PvP. Of course, we really had no idea from the trailer. It didn't specify anything. It didn't show a red sign. There were those signs on the floor that I'm pretty sure were messages because it's like the tutorial area. But there it freaking is, man. We are going to be getting PvP and invasions for Demon Souls, which is fantastic, even though I heard that that game is incredibly imbalanced and very shitty in terms of PvP, and I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. It was the first one. I wonder if they really improved upon it at all, or if they just straight up went with the classic feel of it. I'm not entirely sure how it's going to work, or, you know, what the mechanics are going to be like. If we remember correctly, for Dark Souls 1, everybody was so hyped up for invasions, and, you know, everybody in the back of their mind kind of knew, yeah, that game has shitty invasions. I mean, it's just backstabs after backstabs and poise. We're all like, no, it'll be different. And it wasn't different, even though it was still fun for like a month to do invasions and stuff. At the end of the day, pretty much nobody really plays it anymore, except for like a few tech warriors that know every single little tech in the game that just backstab you instantly. So I feel like we probably will have a similar situation. You know, the PvP is probably not going to be great, and nobody's really going to play it too much after like the first 2 months, but you better freaking believe I'll be playing the shit out of this for like a month or two. And of course, doing a full playthrough. But of course, a lot of people have asked me, you know, am I going to be playing the first one, the original, before the remake comes out? And I did say, though, like 4 months ago or something like that, because I did end up getting the emulator and getting it on PC, and it is playable on PC in case you didn't know. But I did say that if the game came out this year, I was going to play this game, the remake, and actually wait for it. But if this didn't come out till next year, I was going to play the original first. And guess what? It comes out in a frickin' month, so there's no need to wait that long. I will be playing the remake first, and then I probably will end up playing the original down the line, you know, now that I have it on PC and stuff. But the game looks freaking great. I love the way that it looks. Of course, PlayStation versus Xbox is a big thing going on right now. And I'm kind of curious, what camp are you guys in at the moment? PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X? I know that Xbox had their conference and everything, and they announced a bunch of these things. You know, they announced a really solid price, especially for the cheaper version. It was like $300 or something like that. For like a weaker version of the new Xbox that is able to play these new high-end games with ray tracing and everything, you know, all the fancy lighting, at a reasonable price, especially, you know, since even though Xbox Live is more expensive now, I think it's going to be $25 a month. And I'm not even sure if you can separate those things, because the reason it's that expensive now is because it comes with the Xbox Game Pass, and obviously that comes with a bunch of different games. I would have hoped that you could separate those things, because I don't really want or care about Xbox Game Pass too much. I can't really think of many games that I would want to go back and play, you know. I'm getting these new consoles to play newer games, even though they probably will replace the, you know, the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One that I have, which I do not have the Xbox One X. I have the little one, the Xbox One S, which I do always regret not getting the X, but hey, who cares? So when the Xbox conference happened, you know, everybody was so freaking hyped up on Xbox. It's like everybody was like, it's over. It's over for PlayStation. Don't even release a console, you know, you're gonna lose. Because they had such a great deal with like this entry-level new console. And then PlayStation, I could just imagine them sitting atop, looking down, and then they come out with this conference. They show like 6 pretty solid games that are going to be like, I think most of them are day one releases. One of them being Demon Souls. They end up teasing a huge release with next year's God of War 2. And they announce a digital version of the console that is, you know, their entry-level version for only $100 more, that is more powerful than the lower tier version of the new Xbox. And the only real difference is that it doesn't have a disc tray. So for like $100 more at entry level for these new consoles, you already, with the PlayStation, have like a handful of games that are actually like great looking first party games, you know, with like Resident Evil and Demon Souls and the new Harry Potter game, which looks kind of awesome. Final Fantasy is in there. And by the way, I do know that there was a little thing with the Demon Souls trailer, if you remember, especially with the trailer that was on PlayStation's channel for a bit. At the end of the actual trailer, it said that the game was only going to be a timed console exclusive, and that it was also going to be coming out on PC. And man, I was so hyped up about that, because even though I'm going to be getting the new consoles, I know there's a lot of people with PCs that would want to play this game and probably don't have the cash, or maybe don't want to get a PlayStation 5, so this is freaking great. There it is, a nice accessibility for people to play. Turns out it was a mistake. Sadly, it was a human error that wasn't supposed to be in there. Even though, I'm going to be honest, I think that the fact that that is a thing, like it might be out on PC someday and that it's probably a timed console exclusive, I think that's not a mistake the way we think it is. I think that it wasn't supposed to be in there, but it probably is going to be coming out on PC one day, maybe like a year down the line. But by console exclusivity, I don't think it meant like, hey, it's going to be out on Xbox. I think it probably meant, hey, it's going to be out on PS4 one of these days. I think that's what they meant. So if you're getting an Xbox, I wouldn't hype myself up too much. But these games look freaking great, man. I'm very excited for mainly the PlayStation games. Halo, you know, for the Xbox. Obviously, I'm still going to be getting the new Xbox. At the moment, the only thing that the Xbox has is Halo. And I'm trying to think off the top of my head. You know what? I'm going to search it up. Okay, I looked it up, and the only thing I could find was Halo and maybe a Gears of War somewhere down the line. But that's it. You know, PlayStation has the new Spider-Man game, which, sure, Spider-Man isn't everybody's cup of tea, which is fine. They have God of War 2, which I can't imagine that's not many people's cup of tea. That game was, at least the first one, was freaking amazing. You got Demon Souls. You got this new Harry Potter game. You got Final Fantasy. You got the new Resident Evil. They have so many. They have all the games, basically, at the moment. I think that is going to be pretty dominant from PlayStation side. And it's not like I'm even a PlayStation fanboy, you know, I came up with the Xbox 360, never had a PS3, and then down the line, I got a PS4 way down the line after I had an Xbox One, and it was really just so I could play Bloodborne. And then obviously PlayStation dominated with all their first-party exclusives. It's going to be interesting to see, you know, what happens, because even though I still think that a lot of people are going to go for the Xbox, I don't think it's going to be such a, you know, PlayStation 4 versus Xbox One dominant performance from Sony. I think that Xbox will definitely have more of a fight in it, but if they don't have any games, then by the end of the cycle, when we're getting PlayStation 6 and Xbox One Series X2, they will have been beat down into the ground. It's going to be a fucking cable box by the time that comes out, you know? But yeah, that's really it. I just wanted to talk a little bit about, you know, my plans for Demon Souls, and of course give you guys that, in case you didn't already see, that it will be having PvP and this cool pre-order bonus of the Scythe. And of course a little bit about the console wars. Console wars are stupid. Just, you know, if you like the Xbox, that's cool. If you like the PlayStation, that's cool. If you like PCs, that's also cool. You know, they have a lot of shit on there. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know, you know, are you going to be picking up a PlayStation 5 just to play Demon Souls? Because at the moment, I mean, I pretty much am. That's like the #1 reason. And obviously down the line, there will be a lot more games. So yeah, have a good one, everybody. I don't know how many people made it this far, but if you did, a like is very much appreciated. Hope you guys have a good day. See you all in the next one.